Today we're checking back in with Cardano's ADA Coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see ADA go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome back into Cardano's ADA Coin chart, guys. If you're looking to buy ADA or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. We're currently sitting at a value of 89 cents per ADA. And it's funny, if you look at the drawing of the predicted price action that can occur, it was basically exactly what I said, except for I thought this 20-day moving average would act as support if we managed to get above it, which it unfortunately did not. We didn't close above that, but we have the exact same shape, as you can see, that I originally had drawn. So what are we seeing now? Well, we've seen that, the 20-day moving average, it has now broken back above that point, and it's closed consecutively a few times now above that point. So that for us right now, that 20-day moving average, which is currently sitting at 83 cents, is our major point of support. Now, I'm just going to extend, of course, our horizontal support point out a bit over here at about 80 cents. And what we're going to do is zoom in and see exactly what's happening. You can see right now we've got obviously this top point of resistance at $1.01. Now, I'm not going to extend this one out, and the reason being is what we have here is our long-term downtrend. So you can see the downtrend is cutting it off. I do not believe we are going to hit this point of resistance, obviously, until, we have a breakout. So first and foremost, we need to see a breakout occur. We're moving to a very tight point. We've thought in the past that we've seen, a potential breakout going to occur. We've had a potential one over here, potential one over here. They've just never come to light. But what you can see now with the price action is we've got, of course, our 20-day moving average acting as support, our 50-day moving average sitting at 95 cents acting as resistance. The price has now come up here. It is going to be bouncing between these 2 points all the way to, we start getting around to this sort of region, and it is going to break out. Whether it's up or down, that remains to be seen. If it's going to break down, you can see, of course, we've got our horizontal point of support here. It'll go down to roughly about 67 cents per ADA. But if we break out, then obviously first target is that $1.01 mark. And hopefully we do see that breakout occur, because we have been downtrending since all the way over here, which was on the 2nd of September 2021. Cardano has really copped a bit of a beating, but all in all, we still need to wait to see if that is actually going to occur. But if I was to put my money on this at this point in time, I'd be suggesting that more likely than not, if we are able to get to the pointy end of things here, and we have some other indicators showing that there is a potential breakout, then I would suggest that it is likely we should see a breakout occur. Whether that will last and whether we can maintain it, that is a different story. But I'm more bullish on this than I am bearish at this point in time. So let's have a look at a few more indicators. First, I want to look at the MACD. And you can see on the MACD, we have already had a cross. And we're moving in an upwards direction now. And we haven't had, the lighter green period appear yet. We're still moving in an upwards direction. Now, the volume is still low. If we start seeing some bigger volume coming in, then that will be able to push us above, of course, this downtrend that we're seeing over here. What we do not want to see is something like this occur, where the 12-day EMA crosses back below the 26-day EMA, because that means if that does occur, we're going down. So that is what you want to be watching for at this point in time. Two things: watch for a cross, that's a bad thing, and also watch for a potential close above this long-term downtrend. That's a bullish sign. Let's have a look at the RSI now. Bringing this one up, what we can see on the RSI is that, we were down all the way over here on the 21st of February at 30, basically almost in the oversold region. We've now crept all the way back up to 52.36. We have plenty of room to move upwards, but in saying that, we also have plenty of room to move downwards. So the RSI isn't really helpful for us at this point in time. All in all, I suppose from a pattern perspective, you know, we're still long term in that downtrend. And I suppose what you could see as well is, let's have a look at, I suppose, the shorter term trend. What's going on there? Well, bringing everything down here, I'd suggest that we've potentially broken out of a little shorter term downtrend pattern that had formed itself here, which is why, you know, we're moving up now. Things are looking a bit more positive, and we are moving towards now that long-term downtrend. What we want to be watching for, as I mentioned, is two key things. We want to watch for a bullish close above this long-term downtrend, which I'm hoping occurs when we get to the point where we're here and we go like that, or worst case scenario, we see the 12-day EMA cross below the 26-day EMA, and then we're going downwards. So basically, in my opinion, from a technical perspective, those are the two factors that are really going to define the direction of this coin in the short term. As a result, what do I think is more likely? Well, we're getting to the pointy end of a long-term pattern. And, you know, volume's been decreasing for a very long period of time, and Cardano is, in my opinion, oversold from an overall chart perspective. Ideally, I want to see the close, of course, above that downtrend. And if I was to put a target in place, if we do see a close above that point, then of course, $1.01 would be that target. And that wraps up today's analysis on Cardano's ADA Coin, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section below. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video as well, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.